The Young and the Restless. YNR, recap for Wednesday, May 27th, reveals that Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, will show signs of overdose after ripping into Matt Clark, Roger Howarth, plus Kane Ashby, Billy Flynn, pulls Lily Winters, Crystal Khalil, closer through a romantic dinner. At the GCAC, Lily will join Devin Winters, Brighton James, and Nate Hastings, Sean Dominic, for drinks as they celebrate Malcolm Winters, Shamar Moore. Procedure going well. Kane will eventually call and invite Lily to his train for a surprise, so she'll agree to stop by. Devin and Nate will make it clear that they're still not fans of Kane, who shouldn't be forgiven just because he helped Malcolm, according to Devin. Lily will snap about Devin being angry at the world and will push him to get a grip before stomping off. Later, Abby Winters, Melissa Ordway, will sit down with Devin, who will admit he visited Mariah Copeland, Cameron Grimes, and got a wake-up call about who he's really angry with. Abby will worry it's her, but Devin will insist he's angry with himself for not keeping the promises he made to protect Dominic Winters, Ethan Ray Clark. Devin will also feel guilty for letting his rage consume him and allowing it to affect Abby as well as Dominic, but Abby will give him a pep talk. On Kane's train, YNR spoilers say he'll surprise Lily with a romantic dinner. Lily and Kane will share a champagne toast as Kane predicts a long, happy life for Malcolm. Kane will also quiz Lily about what Victor Newman, Eric Braden, promised her in exchange for her help with the fake kidnapping plot. Lily will admit it was Chancellor, but she'll note that Victor still hasn't delivered on his end of the deal. Kane will get why, since Victor still needed Chancellor as a bargaining chip, and will be optimistic that Victor's going to come through in the end. Lily and Kane will do a little more flirting before it's time for her to go. After Lily makes out with Kane in the doorway, she'll tell him goodnight and head out for the evening. At Crimson Lights, Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinley, will voice concerns to Nikki Newman, Melody Thomas Scott, about Nick lying about being in rehab. Once Nate pops up, Victoria will catch up with him regarding Malcolm and will ultimately ask him some questions about opioid addiction. That'll leave Victoria wondering if Nate misses being a doctor. In Phyllis Summers' Michelle Stafford office, Matt will demand to know if she's selling him out, but she'll tell Matt that she's on his side and that this isn't what she agreed to. Phyllis will try to convince Nick and Victor that Matt isn't like he used to be since he has no memory of the horrible things he's done. Matt will agree with Phyllis, but Nick will pop more pills and summon Sharon Newman, Sharon Case, Sienna Bacall, Tamara Braun, and Noah Newman Lucas Adams to the office as well. There will be more skepticism about whether Matt's amnesia is real, especially after what he pulled in Los Angeles when he pretended to be Mitch Bacall and claimed he didn't know who Matt was. Matt will point out that Nick punched him, Noah cheated with his wife, and Sienna tried to kill him based on his newest memory flash. Sienna will argue it was self-defense as the others pipe up with a recap of Matt's many horrible crimes. Matt will acknowledge that if he did even half of what all these people claim, then he's caused great pain. Matt will insist he's sorry and will want to make amends, but Nick will think their way past that. Nick will insist on doing things his way and will try to call Detective James Burrow, Matt Cohen, but he'll suddenly drop the phone and keel over. Once Nick's unconscious, it'll spark panic as his loved ones call his name. Matt will watch nearby and realize that Nick's overdosing. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Nick will have quite a fight on his hands when it comes to beating his addiction, so stay tuned for more news on his future. As Nikki's anxiety intensifies, she begins recalling troubling details from her dreams that seem eerily connected to real-life situations unfolding around Genoa City. Certain images specifically remind her of ongoing tensions involving members of the Newman family, and she becomes increasingly convinced the nightmares may symbolize a looming crisis no one else sees coming yet. Her emotional distress grows especially severe after another unsettling incident triggers painful memories she has tried desperately to bury. Meanwhile, across town, Victoria Newman finds herself facing a rapidly escalating emergency involving Jack Abbott. The exact nature of the crisis initially remains mysterious, but it quickly becomes clear that Victoria is deeply shaken and desperate for help. The storyline begins when Victoria receives alarming information that immediately sends her into panic mode. Though she typically prides herself on maintaining composure during business and personal crises alike, this situation rattles her emotionally in ways viewers rarely see. Without wasting time, Victoria rushes to contact Jack, believing he may be the only person capable of helping her navigate the unfolding disaster. Their complicated history adds emotional layers to every interaction between them. While Victoria and Jack are not romantically involved, years of family rivalry, mutual respect, emotional support, and shared experiences created a unique bond built on trust and understanding. Jack has often served as a stabilizing presence during moments when Victoria feels emotionally overwhelmed by the intense pressures surrounding the Newman dynasty. When Victoria finally reaches Jack, her urgency immediately alarms him. She struggles to explain the full situation coherently because emotions are running so high, but Jack quickly recognizes the seriousness of whatever has happened. His concern deepens as Victoria admits she fears things could spiral completely out of control unless immediate action is taken. Though details remain partially unclear at first, viewers soon realize the emergency could potentially impact both the Newman and Abbott families in major ways. Jack's protective instincts surface almost instantly. Despite years of rivalry with Victor and complicated tensions involving the Newman Empire, Jack has always maintained genuine care for Victoria's well-being. He agrees to help without hesitation, even though doing so may drag him directly into dangerous emotional territory. Their scenes together carry strong emotional tension as Victoria attempts to remain strong while internally struggling with fear and uncertainty. Elsewhere in Genoa City, several other